communicating with the past. The Rosetta Stone is nothing much to look at. Nevertheless, visitors to the British Museum flow endlessly past the piece of rock, despite being unable to make out what is written on it. If they could, they might be disappointed to discover that it is a kind of tax document. However, as the museum guides explain, the Rosetta Stone is the star of an incredible story about figuring out how to communicate with the past. The tale begins over 2,000 years ago in Egypt. When Pharaoh Ptolemy IV died, his 6-year-old son became the ruler. This was the start of years of chaos as rival groups tried to influence him. Eventually, the boy Pharaoh grew up and, with the assistance of powerful priests, he took control. In 196 BCE, like all the other pharaohs before him, he wished to announce to the world the importance of his role. The Rosetta Stone is one of 18 stones that were put in temples around Egypt. Their purpose was both to point this message and to bring into law some very generous tax breaks for priests. The stone is of particular historical importance because the memo it contains is written in 3 languages: Greek, an Egyptian language called Demotic, and hieroglyphics like those found on tombs. The Rosetta Stone remained in Egypt for 2,000 years. Then in 1801, it was captured by the British Army and taken to London. There, academics tried to figure out what was written on it, but nobody could understand the hieroglyphics. That was, until a researcher named Thomas Young came across a group of symbols that spelled the name Ptolemy. His work was continued by Jean-François Champollion, who finally figured out how to read the mysterious text in 1882. Young and Champollion's work allowed us to work out exactly what is written on all the great objects and monuments of Egypt. However, despite the best efforts of linguists and code breakers, a number of unexplained manuscripts and mysterious languages have proved unsolvable. A notable example is Rongo, which scholars believe may be a written language from Easter Island. It was found in the 19th century on various wooden objects and is made up of symbols showing animals, humans, and plants. There have been many attempts to work out what meaning it conveys. This suggested that it may be related to the cycles of the moon. It is also possible that Rongo is not written text at all, but is in fact an early kind of memory aid or even simply decoration. Then there's the beautiful Voynich manuscript, a book which has been dated to the early 15th century. It is thought to be written in a European language, though not a familiar one, and contains strange pictures of plants and animals. Some researchers have suggested it is a fake and others a guide to medieval medicine. Because it remains so mysterious, it has inspired many contemporary films and books. Finally, according to some estimates, the Tartaria tablets, which were unearthed in Romania in 1961, are over 7,000 years old. This would make the symbols on these small round discs the earliest known form of writing. As with many messages from the past, opinions differ and even the experts can be sure of almost nothing. One day, someone will almost certainly spell out what these strange messages mean, and where mystery remains, investigation will surely continue. One. What is the Rosetta Stone primarily known for? A. Being a piece of art. B. Its historical significance. C. Its large size. D. Its location in Egypt. 2. Why was the Rosetta Stone created? A. To mark a religious event. B. To announce tax breaks for priests. C. To celebrate the pharaoh's birthday. D. To record military achievements. 3. Who was the pharaoh that died, leading to the creation of the Rosetta Stone? A. Ptolemy III. B. Ramses II. C. Ptolemy IV. D. Cleopatra. 4. What languages are used on the Rosetta Stone? A. Greek and Latin. B. Demotic and Arabic. C. Greek, Demotic, and hieroglyphics. D. Latin, Egyptian, and Greek. 5. When did the Rosetta Stone come into the UK? A. 1700. B. 1801. C. 1900. D. 2000. 6. Which researcher first made progress on understanding the hieroglyphics on the Rosetta Stone? A. Jean-François Champollion. B. Thomas Young. C. Sir William Jones. D. Heinrich Schliemann. 7. What did the deciphering of the Rosetta Stone allow historians to do? A. Translate modern languages. B. Understand Egyptian texts and monuments. C. Read ancient Greek literature. D. Decode secret messages. 8. Where was the Rosetta Stone originally located? A. Greece. B. Rome. C. Egypt. D. German. 9. How did the discovery of the Rosetta Stone contribute to the understanding of Egyptian hieroglyphics? A. It was a complete translation of Egyptian texts. B. It provided a key to deciphering hieroglyphics through its trilingual inscription. C. It was the only Egyptian artifact with readable text. D. It revealed the entire history of Egypt. 10. What is the significance of the Voynich manuscript in the context of historical texts? A. It is a well-understood ancient document. B. It is a modern forgery with no historical value. C. It is an undeciphered manuscript with unknown content. D. It is a complete record of medieval medicine. 11. How did Thomas Young contribute to the deciphering of the Rosetta Stone? A. He translated all 3 languages completely. B. He identified some symbols that spelled the name Ptolemy. C. He discovered the stone's location in Egypt. D. He translated the Greek text. 12. What is the primary challenge with deciphering Rongo-Rongo? A. The text is written in a well-known language. B. The symbols are entirely undecipherable. C. It may not be a written language but a form of decoration or mnemonic aid. D. The symbols have been completely translated. 13. Why is the Tartaria tablet's date significant? A. They are the most recent known form of writing. B. They are estimated to be over 7,000 years old, making them potentially the earliest known writing. C. They were discovered in the 20th century. D. They contain modern writing systems. 14. Which of the following describes the general outcome of the Rosetta Stones? Deciphering process. A. It solved all mysteries of Egyptian hieroglyphics. B. It led to the complete translation of all ancient texts. C. It provided the means to understand Egyptian writing but did not solve all ancient texts. D. It proved to be a hoax. 15. What do the Voynich manuscript and Rongo-Rongo have in common? A. Both are completely understood. B. Both are undeciphered and contain symbols or text with unknown meanings. C. Both were created in ancient Egypt. D. Both are written in languages that are familiar to modern scholars. 16. What was the primary purpose of the Rosetta Stone when it was created? 17. Who were the 2 key figures involved in deciphering the Rosetta Stone's hieroglyphics? 18. How did the Rosetta Stone facilitate the understanding of Egyptian hieroglyphics? 19. Why is the Voynich manuscript considered a mystery? 20. What is the significance of the Tartaria tablets if their dating is correct? 21. Why did the Rosetta Stone remain important after it was moved to Britain? 22. How did the British come to possess the Rosetta Stone?